Welcome to part 2. If you didn't see part 1, go see part 1. It's good, I swear. Also beware that I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons to Mafia 3 in this video. I don't hate Mafia 3, far from it. I only wish the best from this remake. Now let's get right into it. Alright, so part 2. Now this first scene is from the cutscene just before you arrive at the farm. Tommy and Paulie are talking about Sarah and Mafia life. I really like this moment, so I hope they haven't changed too much of it, and the general feel of that cutscene is the same.
Let's go find them. That bastard is just 3 sheets, and I'm wrecking a new suit for nothing. I swear I'm gonna kill him.
So the first time I heard Paulie's voice, I gotta say I wasn't a massive fan. I think the voice for Paulie sounds a bit young. Doing some research, the actor is around Paulie's age at the time of the game, so I did let it off. Also, he does sound quite like Paulie, just a bit more high-pitched. Continuing on in the trailer though, I really liked his delivery, and well, everyone's delivery, in the gameplay. They sound genuine and real, and the original voice acting, while iconic to me, it does have some laughable lines.
They're all dead! What?
I will miss the voice actors from the original English version, however, these are positive changes. Also, lucky for any Czech fans of Mafia, your Tommy Angelo is reprising his role, so you won't notice any difference in Tommy's voice. I find it's really quite amazing that this mission has the same atmosphere. They've really nailed it. The lighting, the weather, just how everything follows the original game's spirit. It's really an amazing job that they've done here. Other than that, the next thing I wanted to point out is the HUD, and it really is as simple as the original. Of course we have markers showing us where to go, which is a bit disappointing. I hope there's an option to turn this off if you really want to get the achievement of finding your things on your own. But a thing I do appreciate about this HUD though is the minimap. While bringing up the map in Mafia 1 was the best direction the developers could have done at that time, I still prefer a minimap. I like the style of the minimap, it isn't too modern and it feels more traditional. It fits in with the style of the game, just how the minimap of Red Dead Redemption fits in the style of its game. As we can see, the farm is a lot more cluttered but retains the same sound effects and the look of the original farm. Here's a comparison of the two side by side. We see here on the minimap the question marks. I can only assume these are the places to look for clues. Again, I'm not a big fan of this, as I would rather it give a new player a sense of wonder of where to go. The modernization of games with no sense of exploration is always a bad thing. It's not even as if the farm is a massive area. When I first played this mission, I was searching in every building until I finally found the truck. It didn't tell me where to go, I just eventually found it. It feels good to have these moments in games, because just putting markers on the screen feels like I have cheats on. When we get close to a collectible, it will show up in a red marker. I'm not entirely against this, as collectibles in games are mostly just a pain to find, so having something like this show up when you're close is quite nice. I also really like the collectibles. They show us previously seen characters. I doubt we will see anyone from Mafia 3 on these, as it would be too early in their time to be important yet. But it's good to see the important characters of Mafia 2 have some kind of recognition. I'm not sure on the list of characters yet, and I'm sure I won't find out until I've collected them all in game, but I will be making a video on this in the future. Additionally, Hayden states that all collectibles will be era appropriate, just how Mafia 3 was. Also, this means no Playboys for anyone asking. No, instead the 2 collectibles known right now are cigarette cards and wanted posters. Moving on though, when we listen to his footsteps, we hear more Mafia 3 reuse sounds. Something that's not reused, however, is his walking animations. They look more like Mafia 2's, but this is a good thing. It makes Tommy unique from Lincoln, and it's something that we all want, because nobody wants this remake to just be a reskinned Mafia 3. This next thing is small, but it's something I don't understand about this game and Mafia 3, and it's why the enter and exiting cars button is set to X, square if you're on PlayStation. I thought maybe they'd have changed it to Y or triangle, but from this it seems to have stayed just like it did in Mafia 3.
Jesus.
Now this scene is very faithful to the original, but I will miss this part.
Are you from the police?
This guy. This fucking guy. Come on, Hangar 13. Sound effects is one thing, but faces are going a bit far. Here's this guy. And here is this guy's twin brother serving as a police officer in New Bordeaux 35 years later.
You got real police incoming!
Okay then.
Now I really like the new addition of hit markers, however we can see that this guy is using the same shooting animations as Mafia 3 gang members. Next we can see that they still haven't changed the pistol crosshair. I've never understood why it's a circle, and I really hope they change it.
For example, because Tommy isn't a trained soldier like Mafia 3's Lincoln Clay.
Oh god, the memes of that statement at the moment.
For example, because Tommy isn't a trained soldier like Mafia 3's Lincoln Clay.
Oh, Christ. They're cops, Tommy.
I do like this new way that they found out that they're with the police. It gives a lot more weight to the situation, and Paulie's reaction is done well. Also, the detail of the badge being Border Patrol and not the Lost Heaven Police Department is very nice, as the police in the original game were never really seen outside of the city. Now this is a nice new icon, and again it fits with the aesthetic that they're going for. So a new detail on this mission is actually seeing how Sam went down. Something strange though is, wouldn't Sam have seen Paulie and Tommy pull up minutes before and call out where he is to them? So we see again another reused animation, both of the throwing of the Molotov and the person being on fire. Here we can see the barn has a vastly different layout. Nothing is really the same, but it's overall better for changing. As in the original, you could just sit at the top of the stairs and gun down anyone who came up. I didn't notice this until now, but the new revolver has a unique gun sound, and it sounds amazing. Even the recoil on it feels realistic. So the holster animation has no change, unfortunately. Well, this is new. So you don't actually check on Sam in the original game, but it's a nice touch. Now we hear the sirens, and boy do they sound great. Much better than the annoying ones from the original.
Crap, we got cops!
So, I know, you think I'm gonna say this is a reused animation, but it actually isn't. There is a new animation for the health boxes. Also, they seem to heal to full health. I hope on higher difficulty it doesn't heal all your health, similar to how it originally worked, but they have got rid of the adrenaline shots, which is more in line with Tommy's character. Reused explosion and animation here. Unfortunately, for anyone hoping ragdoll physics would be in this game, there won't be any. As we can see when we shoot enemies, they still do that same death and being shot animations. It is a shame. I'd hope they would have physics, quite like GTA 4, but I do understand this can be a very expensive job. I feel like they just showed a lack of challenge just then. The cop was firing bullets into the hay next to Sam, and even with this, Tommy still had enough time to kill the guy. Whether this is a bug or is intended, I don't know, but I really hope it is just a bug and that they'll smooth it out. Here we see a nice shot of this new vehicle, and looking at the original game's car cyclopedia, it's most similar to the Black Metal, but I believe it will be something new overall. I also doubt we will be able to drive this in the story, however it may be an option in Freeride. Now we see bike cops, and I'm so glad they're coming back from the cut content in the original game. It's a nice thing to see. Another thing we see is the health bar of the truck, something that wasn't in the original. Instead, if a car overtook you, they'd shoot Paulie and you would fail. The final thing in this scene is that we now have unlimited ammo, something you didn't originally get in this section of the mission. If we look here, we can see a log trailer, and I'm wondering if we shoot it, maybe it'll fall and destroy some police cars. This is always a possibility, as it was a feature in Mafia 3's DLC, Faster Baby. So the last thing to mention is the fact that the truck actually crashes. This is something that doesn't originally happen, so I do wonder what will happen after this part. Hangar 13 certainly knows how to do a literal cliffhanger. And that is everything for the gameplay. Did I miss anything? Let me know. I will be making a video on the map and other things that I haven't covered that have been confirmed soon, so look out for that. Other than that though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.